Welcome everybody to another edition of Horror Movie News. So today, apparently, John Carpenter possibly teased They Live a sequel. My God, I cannot wait if that is real. Also, Robert Englund wants a Nightmare on Elm Street prequel, which is interesting. I would love to see how that happens. And we also have the second trailer for Glass that shattered into the internet, as well as the Pet Semetary trailer that dug its way up from the ground onto the internet. We're going to talk about it. And everybody remember, this is Horror Movie News.
Welcome to Popcorn Talk, featuring movie discussion, news, and interviews. Popcorn Talk. We talk movies.
What do you say?
Don't you blame the movie?
Don't you blame them?
Movies don't create psychos.
No, they don't.
Movies make psychos.
More creative. Oh! Hello, everybody. Yes, welcome to another edition of Horror Movie News. This is Horror Movie News number 47.
Damn.
Getting close to the 50. Yes. I am your host, Anthony Becerra, and with me I have...
Hello, I am Ollie Drennan, not Carrie D. Lane, who will not be joining us today, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, yes, she's out, let's say she's scaring some people. Yeah.
Oh, yes, she is.
Right on. So we got a lot to talk about, so I don't want to waste any time. I want to get into where to find us. So pretty much, if you could subscribe to our YouTube channel at the Popcorn Talk Network, as well as find us on the popcorntalknetwork.com official website, and also on social media. If you're one of those social media hounds, you can find us at everywhere, or mainly Twitter and Instagram at Horror News PTN. And lastly, if you like to listen, and you're a podcatcher, which I like to call them now. That's just how it is. If you're listening to this on Apple iTunes, please leave a 5-star rating, as well as comment, rate, and subscribe everywhere. And if you're listening to it everywhere else and it allows you to rate, please also rate anywhere you can find it. And also, we are now on Spotify.
Yes,
right.
I love Spotify so much. It's amazing.
Yeah, I pay for the subscription. It's
Me
truly
too.
great.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And you can get Hulu. Spotify. Find us on Spotify.
Yeah. But yeah, so just a breakdown of how we are gonna go about this show. First off, I want to talk about the family horror movie theatrical release this weekend, which is Goosebumps. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna get into some news, and then we're gonna talk about future releases that are coming up in this weekend, actually, which would be Halloween.
Yes.
And lastly, we're gonna do our Abyss and wrap the show out with some fan shoutouts.
Woohoo!
Yes. So let's get started with horror at the box office this weekend. So Goosebumps 2 Haunted Halloween. Did you catch this at all?
I did not catch this,
That's
unfortunately.
Okay, because you know why?
Why?
I caught it.
Oh, yes, you did.
Yes, I caught the
And you
Haunted
loved
Halloween.
it.
I really enjoyed this movie. It's so much fun. So just to talk about some numbers here. It came in 4th place at the box office with 15 million, almost 16 million. And it was between 3rd place, which was First Man, and 4th place, which was Smallfoot. My bad, 5th place, which was Smallfoot. Yeah, so 2 kids movies came in top 5, which is interesting. With a budget of 35 million, it's recuperated now about half of that. So that's good. It's on its way to I believe, be successful.
All right. Yeah, definitely. It already sounds like it. Congratulations, Goosebumps. Goosebumps 2. That's amazing. It's something you really wouldn't expect, but that's awesome for the movie to be able to do that.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy about it. Also, friends of our show, Jeremy Ray Taylor and also Khalil Harris. Oh my God, their acting was phenomenal. They had me laughing so much. Jeremy, he played a character who's he was like a super smart kid. He was working on this project throughout the whole thing that kind of cuts it comes a full circle, you know, and it's pretty great. And Khalil is his buddy who's like an entrepreneur on the rise, and he's like they have this cool company called the Junk Brothers, and they go and pick up junk, and they do it for free, and they get to keep whatever they find. And guess what they find is the R.L. Stine his first book that he never finished, and they open it, and then all sorts of shenanigan comes out, including Slappy, the lovable dummy.
Oh my gosh!
And it's so good. Some of the stuff stuff was really creepy. Like I was just like, oh god, like, but yeah, it was just fun. I gave myself to it. Like I knew what it was. It was so cool. And just to like compare to Goosebumps back in 2015, so it did have a larger opening. The 2015 Goosebumps, the first one, did 23 million opening weekend, and domestic was 80 million in total. Worldwide with 150 million. So we don't have those numbers yet for Goosebumps because it hasn't had its full run in theaters. But yeah, I'm curious to see how it does as well. And I'm not sure if this is a spoiler. Let's just say there might be a third.
Oh, not a spoiler at all. There's always a possibility for a sequel. So,
yeah.
especially in today where...
And how they set it up at the end is interesting. I was like, I already got my gears turning. Mm-hmm. Not gonna lie, I did enjoy this more than a House with a Clock in Its Walls.
Okay.
I don't know.
Also with Jack Black, right?
Also with Jack Black, yeah.
He's good at these family horrors.
Yeah, they were both really great. Although I did find House a bit creepier, mainly because of the baby Jack Black scene, which is gonna go down.
Oh, that's in the house.
Yeah,
okay.
That's gonna go down like infamous. Like it's gonna be crazy. Yeah.
I gotta see this film, man. Yeah. Creepy Jack Black baby.
I know, it's so good too. Like the effects on that is awesome.
All right.
So yeah. Let's get into some news.
Absolutely. This is what we're here for. Let's do it.
Yes. Oh my god, I didn't give you. Oh, you got it though.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Don't worry. Don't worry. I got
right on.
I got you.
So I got the first bit of news here. So pretty much John Carpenter is I love this guy.
Yes.
I was able to go to a signing of his last year, and I got a picture with him, and I was like super giddy. You can find that on Facebook, and just look up Anthony Becerra, you'll find it there. But yeah, so he was chatting with Den of Geek, and they brought up They Live pretty much. So they asked him, if you took something like They Live, for example, given how much worse the world and the political landscape have become in the past 25 to 30 years, how would you refashion that today? And his answer was, well, I'm not going to tell you about that because it might be closer to reality than you think. Mm-hmm. Ooh, can I get a sound effect, Steve? When you have the chance. So that's interesting, my God, because personally, it's They Live is a film that it's very underrated and also had a really cool political statement. And I think we need it now more than ever. In my opinion, because it's so relevant to if you have seen it, you know it's so relevant to today's like where we are at in society with consumerism and also, you know.
Wait, Shot in the Dark. Was this the film where he could see like their skulls?
Shot in the Dark. Oh wait, no, They Live.
Or is that am I right?
So he finds yes. glasses,
and then he sees them through, and he sees like the
subliminal messages and the actual aliens that are like running the media and everything.
Okay.
And it's so we'll get into it after I
just
get through this.
I'm like,
no,
yes.
But yes, you are correct. So they had a follow-up question, which was, there was a remake in development, ? And then he goes, the answer is, there was a feature film. It was a feature film called Resistance, written by the guy who did the Apes movie, Matt Reeves. But then he moved on, and so the sequel is, well, we'll see. We'll just have to see.
All right.
Yes.
Well, I think it's needed especially in this political climate for a film.
Yes.
You know, to speak so many volumes. Like, I think it's definitely needed, especially if a lot of people don't know it. The great thing about remakes is that people can go back to actually see the remake and, you know, appreciate that so much. As just as much as the actual remake,
right? And,
if not more. And
it's literally like it's about a guy who finds these glasses, and he realizes that through media signals, through radio, through TV, these aliens that have infiltrated America's society give off this signal that makes us want to consume more. And also, like, all the billboard ads, when you put on the glasses, it says like consume, obey. So it makes us subservient to, in a sense, the media and the state. And it's a very interesting take. It was released back in 1988. It starred Roddy Piper, which is the wrestler, and also Keith Davis. Yeah, and he plays it great. He has a great line in it. If you ever heard a line along these lines, I came here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubblegum. And he shoots up a whole bank, and it's amazing. It's campy, but the message is so real. It's so real. And yeah, and I would, again, to reiterate, I think it's needed. And what do you guys think? Have you guys seen They Live? What do you guys think about it? What do you guys think about the message? Do you think it's relevant to today's times? Because I think it is. There's also multiple articles you can find on it, and pretty much talking about it and its relevance to today's society. But yeah, so moving on.
Well, speaking into revisiting, old horror classics,
Ayo.
Robert Englund, he might want to do a Nightmare on Elm Street prequel. So he was speaking to a crowd at the Monster Mania convention in Hunt Valley, and he had this to say. And start of quote, "I've always thought that not having a prequel is a misruling in the mythology of A Nightmare on Elm Street. It got close to being rectified with Tobe Hooper's pilot for the TV series, and there was a script that was supposedly to be directed by John McNaughton, who did Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer.
That movie's crazy.
There was a prequel script. I think it was called Krueger, The First Kills. Ooh, see, that already intrigues me. And it was the last children being killed. The two detectives that found Freddy and busted him, then the body of the film were the ambulance chasing sleazy lawyers that get Freddy off." And he ends this with saying, "I would love to do a cameo in anything with integrity connected with that franchise." So that sounds very interesting.
I do like the whole seeing Freddy as a human.
I like the idea of. I just feel like there's like a gap that wasn't explored, and maybe that's what makes the series creepy. But I also kind of want it. It would be cool for diehard fans to kind of like get more explanation towards the origin of him.
Yes. Yeah, and I believe in the more recent iteration of, I think it was called Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh, the remake.
The remake, right?
Yeah.
I actually haven't seen that one, but I think there was something that they did touch on his origin slightly.
They did.
They probably, have you seen it?
Yes.
Okay, so they expanded more than the previous films, probably.
Yeah, and the 2011 one, I think it was 2011. Well, the remake, that one, it definitely made it so that he was kind of like a molester of children, and the kids of the preschool were being hunted down, and so it did kind of explore kind of like theories that fans always had throughout the years, and kind of like expanded on those. But it's an all right film. It's not like, oh my god, it's not like crazy, but yeah, I definitely recommend it if you wanted to see it.
Yeah, I do. I want to go through the old classic ones because I haven't seen all of them.
I think Rooney Mara is in that film.
Ooh,
Rooney
cool.
Mara, Katie Cassidy.
I like her. She's cool. But
yeah, it'd be interesting to see this prequel. I kind of miss Freddy. I don't know about you, because I was like watching the entire series throughout this month.
Nice.
And so I'm like, I kind of miss Freddy Krueger. So to hear him say this at a convention, I'm like, oh, that's really exciting. I would love to see this possibly.
Yeah, I would say Freddy Krueger is probably one of my favorite franchises of like the big ones, like as in like Jason, Michael, Freddy, and I guess you could say
I miss the claws, the knives.
Texas Chainsaw. Huh? As in a Oh yeah, no, I would put Freddy at the top for sure. I think I love, first off, I love his power set. Like being able to kill people in their dreams, is amazing. And also like in the first movie, he was able to like transcend that, and he comes into in the real life too. And so there are ways to get him in real life, which I think is awesome. And second off, his films, I think his movies like have the coolest practical effects, in my opinion, which is like what entices me so much to horror. Like one of the reasons why I came to love horror was because of the practical effects of it all. Like as a kid, I was like, man, this terrifies me, but I love what I'm watching. Like I love the effects and everything.
The deaths were so creative.
Yes.
I miss creative death scenes.
They're
personally.
wild.
I remember
and absurd. Yeah.
Dream Warriors when he smashed the girl into the TV, and I'll never forget that kill.
Dude, that is classic. Yeah, when he lifts her up and dude, that is dope. I remember that. I remember that as a kid. Yeah, I saw that a long time ago.
Freddie, we miss you. Chat, let us know if you miss Freddie. Comment down below. We need to tweet this. Let's get this movie going. This prequel movie going.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of remakes, but I'm down for this one. Why not?
Or the prequel, not a remake, but a prequel.
Oh, prequel. Yeah, it's a new take. You know. All right, moving on. I got this next story. So pretty much quick casting news for Run. So if you guys remember the film that came out recently, which I'm sure you did, it's called Searching.
Oh.
Yes, Searching, starring John Cho, and it was a success, critical success for sure. And so director Anish Shanganti is directing a new thriller titled Run for Lionsgate. And he also co-wrote the script with friend of the show, Seb Ohanian, along with producer partner Natalie Kasabian. Well, it was mainly Shangati and Ohanian who wrote the script, but of course, Seb also acted as a producer, and Natalie Kasabian also a producer. I just want to shout her out too because they were both on here, and we love that interview. And so Collider got the scoop saying that the Emmy-winning and American Horror Story queen Sarah Paulson will star in Run, which is a huge get. And my God, I cannot wait to see her shine with the directions of Anish Shanganti. And I just already love this team. I love what's coming together. Like, I trust them as filmmakers, although they are young. I feel like, oh my God, like Searching was just so great.
That movie was phenomenal. The ride, that roller coaster ride, I can only imagine like what they're gonna do for this film.
Yeah, and then that twist at the end, I didn't see it coming.
No,
my God,
it had you. It was just
had
playing.
me.
It was screwing with you the entire ride of the film.
And so smartly too, like. So it was so intelligent. So we have a bit of the story. So the story follows a teenage girl raised in total isolation by her mother being played by Paulson, whose life begins to unravel as she discovers her mother is hiding a sinister secret.
I want to know that secret.
Yes, I also want to know: is this going to take place all in one house?
Yeah,
one room.
I know. Not on a computer, is it?
I know. How is the daughter gonna catalog it? Like, I'm curious. But yeah, so shout out to them, and I am looking forward to their next film. Let us know if you guys saw Searching, if you guys enjoyed it, if you guys are excited for the next project. I really want to know. We can talk about it. And yeah, I got this next one as well. So pretty much, another friend of the show, Lynn Shea. We just had her on about 2 weeks ago now. Or no, it was last week.
Was it last week?
Oh my God,
no,
it was last week.
Oh, it was last week, Monday.
Wow, look at that. Yes, because she was promoting, I believe it was Screamfest, and so she got to talk with comicbook.com recently, and she touched a bit on the Grudge remake that's coming out. Yes,
and I completely forgot she was going to be in that film, so that's super exciting.
Isn't that awesome? You got to have a legend like her. And also John Cho is going to be on it too. I have the whole stars breakdown. We'll go through them. But I want to go through this quote. So they asked her about, the Grudge, and like, what can we expect? And she goes, "Wait until you see this. It's the scariest movie I've ever been a part of. Not even maybe. And it's the scariest part I've ever had, bar to none. I think it comes out next August. I'm very excited about it. The horror fans are going to go insane. That's I can promise you."
All right.
Oh, she's revving it up.
Oh my gosh. I'm really excited about this film.
Yeah.
Yeah. At first I was afraid because I think they're kind of they're bringing it to the States, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
It's going to be, the setting.
It's not
the setting
in Japan.
is in yes.
But for her to say this, I trust her too because she's a horror legend and she's in it. She's also, all the films that she's done. It's crazy for her to say that.
She has over 200 acting credits, and she's been on a plethora of horror films. So you gotta take it not with a grain of salt. This is
I just wonder what they're gonna do with it.
And what makes me even more excited, they asked her what makes it different, and she replies, "What will make it really different is Nicholas Pesh, who is a writer-director who is extraordinary. I mean, he's a real visionary." And I have a soft spot for Nicholas Pesh because he directed Eyes of My Mother. The Eyes of My Mother, Los Ojos de Mi Madre, because it is I believe it's in Spanish, and it is a twisted, maniacal film. It is gut wrenching. Everything you think it's gonna happen doesn't happen, and everything that happens, you're just like you don't even know how to react. You're just like, okay, let me strap in for this ride because I can't escape from this, and you'll want to leave, and you're like, no, you're gonna watch this. And you're just like,
So strap in at the movie theater for the Grudge remake.
For sure.
Okay.
And so some stars, just to go over like what we have to look forward to, who's in it. Andrea Riseborough from Mandy, and she played Mandy in the film. She was extraordinary in that. Also, Damien Bichir, who was in The Nun recently, and
okay.
Yes, he was the main guy in The Nun, not Frenchie.
Not Frenchie.
Not Frenchie.
Oh, you saw The Nun?
I saw The Nun.
Okay.
I saw The Nun.
Oh, I never heard. Okay, I'm sorry, off topic. I was like, I didn't know if you liked it or not.
We can talk about it
Oh,
later.
wait. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Also, John Cho, of course, from Searching, and also he was on the
Yes.
Exorcist series that I believe got canceled now, unfortunately. Yes, and then Betty Gilpin, who is on Glow, she plays. She was like the American mom, pretty much.
Okay.
Right? I forgot her character name, but yeah, she's an awesome. And also William Sadler from The Mist, and Jack Weaver and Frankie Faison.
And Demon Knight.
Ooh, thank you. And Betty Gilpin from Demon Knight as well.
Oh, William Sadler.
Oh, William Sadler, my bad. From The
Yeah.
Mist and Demon Knight. Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a little unfamiliar with him, but thank you. Also, this is being released August 16th, 2019. So, yes. And also, I was speaking of Nicholas Pesh. I actually we have the release date for his next film called Piercing. So,
Right.
yes, that picture right there gives you a little taste of what you got to look forward to.
Very piercing.
Very, yeah, it's lit.
Oh, very nice. Very nice.
Thank you. So yeah, you will see his psychological thriller Piercing release in limited theaters and on digital HD and VOD platforms come December 7th, 2018. So if you thought that horror was going to end by around November, because that's kind of how I thought it was going to go down, because Overlord
Me
comes out
too.
like November something.
Yeah.
Actually, not the case.
Wrong. All wrong.
I believe this would be the second week of December. And I am super looking forward to this because it stars Mia Wasikowska from Crimson Peak and Stoker. And also Christopher Abbott from It Comes at Night. And I really enjoyed him in It Comes at Night. And that's actually his eye right there if you that was being shown. Yeah, and Mia's the one who's going to be torturing him.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, it's going to be like a weird, like, the man's being tortured by the woman.
Oh, my gosh.
It's crazy.
What?
So the press release said this: blend psychological horror with comedy and stylish neo-noir, resulting in a slight take on the fantasy of escape and the hazards of modern romance.
Fantasy. Alice in Wonderland's pissed. She's gonna be like, get your eye ready, boy.
Yeah, dude, it's
Exciting.
I believe what it is that like they go off to a vacation or something, and then I believe they are a couple. Or they might meet at this vacation resort, getaway, and then, one starts to like, I like this girl. And
So he doesn't realize how kinky she really is.
I guess
basically.
not. It's gonna be
All
50
right.
Shades of Needles. I don't know. I don't know.
50 Shades of Red, I think.
Or cigarettes. Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, Piercing is actually based on audition writer Ryu Murakami. So Ryu Murakami's 1994 novel of the same name, Piercing.
Okay.
So if you can't wait for December 7th and you want to get a jump on this story and like learn more about this, you can actually read the book Piercing by Ryu Murakami. And I'm sure it's super cheap right now. And also, if you want to check out Nicholas Pesh's directing style, check out Eyes of My Mother. And watch it alone, unless you have friends that are like really into horror. Then by means watch it with your friends. But like I saw it by myself, and it was a wild ride. All right,
All right.
take it away.
Really excited about that.
What do you-
Horror's
yeah,
not
what do you
done.
think?
Oh, but I'm more excited. Well, personally, I'm more excited about this. We have our next Glass trailer.
Yes, we
And we're
do.
showing it right. Here it is.
There it is. So we try to describe what we see for our
Okay,
audio
okay.
listeners.
It's dark.
Door closes.
Samuel L.
Silhouette of glass.
And our Queen Sarah Paulson.
There she is. Yeah.
You won't be lonely anymore. You have two new
You can't trust Mr.
So
Glass.
so through Glass's door, the door opens and he sees David Dunn, and he sees my James McAvoy's Kevin Wendell Crumb, and so he's like, you're not alone. When he said that, it means he has inmates next to him.
Different identity to take over.
So Sarah Paulson here is using lights, like flashes of lights, to bring out the different
Personalities.
personalities of Kevin.
Not gonna shake my hand and let me walk out of here.
It's funny because she has so much power too in this setting that
Yeah.
we didn't even realize until this next trailer came out.
Right.
Because she's the one basically kind of holding them, not captive, but they're like in this asylum basically, and she's like overseeing them.
So somehow it shows that like, Elijah gets out, Mr. Glass gets out, goes to the beat where Kevin is, played by James McAvoy, and he's able to use that same flickering light, the flashes of light to bring out the beast in Kevin. If you haven't seen Split, go watch Split and you'll know what I'm talking about. And he has the purple suit. Yes.
So they're essentially teaming up too. That we're kind of seeing.
Yeah, they team up. Glass and the Beast team up. My God. 2 villains versus 1 hero, 1 mastermind, 1 hero, 1 beast.
But one of them's gotta betray the other at some point. I feel like.
Depends if they both have mutual
interests.
goals.
Yes. They might not.
They might not. Depends.
They're gonna start their own league. And our girl Anya was seen.
Yeah, Anya Taylor-Joy.
And Jay, sandwich.
To have this much power.
Oh, that's a great scene. It's a scene of the Beast lifting up a cop car, and the shot just looks great. Oh, that
And
sound.
he's terrifying
He
too,
is.
as the
He's-
Beast.
He is, and he gets all jacked up and swole. Just ugh.
Like, oh my gosh.
What have you done, Elijah?
What have you done, Elijah? I'm guessing that's his mother. It might be his
was
mother.
it? I
Because I
couldn't
know his mother is gonna be in, like, the original actress
really?
is gonna be in this as well. Yeah.
Oh, it might be his mother. I thought it was just Sarah, but
It might be Sarah too.
Yeah, it might
yeah.
be his mom though, if she's gonna be in it.
She'd be like disappointed in him and stuff.
Oh my God.
Why, Glass? Why?
So that trailer just happened.
Yeah.
And I don't think it showed too much, Like, I think it was a really exciting trailer. We kind of got the premise of it now that we're seeing. So now we can, like, figure out how the hell them going into the real world and kind of trying to take over, and how Bruce Willis's character is gonna like try to stop them.
Yes.
So there's just so much to speculate. And oh my
I know.
God.
And he gets his like green like hoodie on, like that poncho looking thing. his superhero
And
costume.
Then Anya's just gonna figure out her superpower and just like wail on the Beast.
Imagine! Oh my God! Her power is compassion and empathy.
Oh, okay. Or that.
At least that's what it seems.
Okay. She's a peacemaker. I'm fine with that too.
Also, we have another trailer,
Yes, we do.
and this one's for.
This one is for. We talked about it last week. The Pet
I don't
Semetary.
wanna be buried.
Wait. Have you seen the Pet Cemetery yet?
No.
It's okay. It's totally fine.
I have not. I have failed you. I have failed this
You're fine,
podcast.
but we can watch this trailer.
I will try to watch it by next week then.
No, it's kind of good that you don't know.
Yeah.
Seen it yet, because then
It's
you
a
can
fresh
watch
take,
this and
yeah.
you don't know what's going on, basically.
Yeah, I mean, I have an idea of what's going on, but
Okay.
yeah. Fun fact: directed by 2 directors. This one,
Oh.
yeah, Dennis Widmer, and Kevin Kolsch.
All right. You know, this kind of gives me a little bit of like, that damn
dude,
truck.
that truck. Okay, so it's very quiet,
Remember
and there's
that
a truck that
truck.
just like boom,
Yeah, just
flies by and terrifies.
don't
you.
forget about that truck, okay?
Yeah.
I will say
Okay.
that.
Oh, interesting.
We'll see if they,
Can we crank it up a little bit?
are faithful.
Thank you.
Dare each other to go into the woods at night.
Old man gruff voice. Don't go into the woods. I love that.
It gives me a little bit of like, I guess it's just because it's like a forest setting. It kind of like gives me like Quiet Place vibe a little bit.
Yeah, I was also thinking it comes at night.
And the
like-
family, it's like a mom, dad,
That is
daughter.
so true.
son.
I know. The setting is very quiet place / it comes at
But
night.
completely different synopsis.
Yes.
Synopsis.
Because this involves like zombies in a sense, right?
The undead.
The undead,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
coming back. The cat. A damn truck. It's creepy too. They like the kids like in their masks.
Yeah, that was.
And they're like playing instruments.
That did creep me out. Yeah. A lot of dark shots. Oh,
Creepy children,
Creepy children.
They usually don't creep me out, but
that's a big night.
it's different in the Pet Cemetery.
Oh. I love this editing though. This is a great trailer. This is the first trailer. This is great.
Yeah, and it was like I dropped like unexpectedly.
Right.
As soon as we got like the cat picture, we got the trailer too.
Wait, didn't we make an announcement that was gonna drop on Thursday?
Did we? Oh
Yeah,
no, we did the Glass trailer.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
You're right. So we got 2 great trailers last week. My God,
I love trailers so much.
trailers are great.
They hype
Yeah.
me up so much.
I'm pumped. But yeah, that's
I wonder
and
what
also
Carrie
a sign.
thinks too. Because
Yeah.
Carrie loves the Pet Sematary. So I'm
That's
excited
true.
to hear what she has to say about
I
it.
can't wait to like. Oh, this. We need to get closer to it so I can so we can talk about it more.
and it comes out April 5th.
Yes, it
next
does.
year, 2019.
2019, yes.
And then, do we say when Glass comes out? That comes out January 18th.
Yes,
2019.
just right off the bat. Just
Because we're gonna have like that little that time where we don't have a whole lot
a
of
little.
horror.
There's gonna be a lull
like
between probably like
End of December, early January. We're gonna be
Yes.
like kind of empty. We're gonna be
Yes.
we're gonna be really hangry. So
Hangry,
we
yes.
got Glass to look forward to, and later on Pet Sematary.
And I have been thinking of a little, just a little break from the show, but that won't be until after Overlord at least.
Okay.
Yes.
No, totally fine.
Which is because I think it's going to be a big one, and I would love to talk about on the show.
Yes.
But yes, we'll work that out behind the scenes, not on the show. Let's
Keep you updated.
Let's get rolling. Let's show some chat, some love. So I have the chat here with me. Everybody in the chat, thank you all for joining. Rugged English, my boy, thank you. Rory Calhoun, oh, he's new. Hey, welcome to the show, bud. Let's see, Edgar Alvis, classic. Thank you so much for joining us. Sky Patterson, super classic. Also, he's like on all the other shows here on AfterBuzz TV and stuff. Rugged English also loves the con guys and the scare guys as well. That's actually where I recruited him. And I will be sending you that poster. Don't you worry. I'm gonna do it tomorrow morning because I got the morning off. I don't have to say that. That's fine. Another new one, Christopher Zeta, or I don't think I've ever noticed you before, but thank you so much for joining. He says like, "Yay, I'm watching you guys from the hospital. I hope everything's all right, man. Always say positivity. The mind is an incredible thing. I strive to stay positive as much as I can, just because it feeds to my well-being, and I think if I'm positive, it feeds off to everyone else, So just hang in there. I hope everything's fine with you. Sega Sports Legend. He says he loves Freddy too. I wish I could go into Ariana's. Wait, never mind. I'm not gonna read that.
All right. Ariana Grande, look out, girl. She's gonna be in that film. Watch her get casted.
Just broke up with that Pete guy, or whatever.
Oh, her nightmares coming to reality, man.
Zephyra also. Freddy's one of the best. I agree. Yes. So thank you all so much.
Shout out to the chat.
The chat is lit
I love
right
the chat.
now.
I wish I apologize for not chatting with you guys. I was too busy on my phone looking at the rundown this week. So I
It's all good.
apologize, chat.
Understandable.
We love you. That's
we
all
do
that
love you.
matters.
Yes. Thank you so much. Please give us those thumbs up on YouTube and like. And if you want to talk want to talk about something after the fact, since I can't really be seeing all of your things right now, you can comment down below and we can just chat about it, or hit us up on Horror News PTN and also on Instagram or Twitter, and we can chat there. Send me a DM. Let's move into releases for the week. One big one.
Oh, what could that be? I have no. What are you talking about?
Rhymes with
Anthony?
Schmalloween.
Following? Is that the right following?
It stars the guy from Star Trek. No, wait, it doesn't. That's just his mask. It's Halloween, everybody. Michael Myers, Halloween. It is the sequel to the original Halloween, but it's not really I wouldn't say advertises that. It's just not in the name, But yeah, they retconned everything after Halloween, the first one.
Yes.
So this is the another sequel to Halloween. So
not even the second one.
Yeah.
It has no connection to the second one.
Exactly. So this is a Halloween verse now because you have different timelines.
There's
now.
like so many, and they're so confusing.
We also got the Rob Zombie one.
Which is its own separate.
Oh my god, yeah. So that's gonna be awesome. I think. Well, we actually have a guest on next week, but the week following that, we will definitely.
I'm so excited.
Actually, the week after that, I think it might be Halloween. I'm not sure. Anyways.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, we're gonna talk about it. First, Sherzies. Don't you worry your pretty deadly little head about that one, kiddos.
I'm so excited.
Let's move into The Abyss.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, The Abyss.
You have a good one, right? That just came out.
Yeah, so pretty much this is the segment where we talk about movies that just came out and whether we like them or not, and we recommend them. So I saw Apostle on Netflix. I actually saw it in 2 parts because I fell asleep last night. I woke up, saw it today. Directed by Gareth Edwards. He has a special place in my heart and in Steve's heart because he did the Raid series. Hey! And we love those movies. My God, this Raid 2 is like the epitome of action for me. Like this is the top like line of action. So synopsis is, in 1905, a drifter on a dangerous mission to rescue his kidnapped sister tangles with a sinister religious cult on an isolated island. Not gonna lie, I had a lot of like reminiscence to Resident Evil 4.
Oh.
Yeah, because it's kind of like Leon Kennedy going to Spain and saving the president's daughter, and it's Dan Stevens playing the character of Thomas Richards going onto this cult island trying to save his sister. Granted, he's not shooting anybody or anything, but there are some really cool ecstatic scenes. It stars Dan Stevens from Legion, playing Thomas Richard, the main character. Bill Milner, who plays Jeremy. We also have Mark Lewis Jones, who plays Quinn. He is the main antagonist, I would say, of the film, and I hated him so much. I wanted to scream in my room, but I kept my cool. Also, Michael Sheen, amazing. I think he was one of the best actors in this film. He plays Prophet Malcolm, and his acting is phenomenal. Bill Milner is Jeremy who was in Dunkirk. So he was, so that's a huge credit right there. Also, Lucy Bonton plays Andrea, and So, some personal highlights of mine. The setting is great because it's so capturing. You really feel like you're in 1905 and you're in this like isolated island. I really like that. It made me become more immersed in the film, and there was rarely anything that took me out of the film other than like, oh, what's this actor been in? Like nothing from the film actually made me be like, oh, what was that about? No, it was great. The gore is so graphic and gruesome. It's awesome. Like there's not a lot of gore.
Yeah,
but when it happens, it's like, oh my gosh, like geez Louise, this is awesome. And also, I like that there was some, like, if you guys know Silent Hill, there's, like, some Silent Hill-y kind of elements to it. Like, there's a guy who has this, a mask that's, like, his face is just, like, wrapped in this weird, like, it's not even a mask. It's, like, made out of...
lap sack or something?
No, not even a lap sack. It's, like, made of, like, weeds. Like, weeds just wrapped around his head, and it's crazy. Oh, my. Yeah. Oh yeah, that was actually like part of the celebration. That's a cool scene too. It was weird. That was a weird scene, but I liked it. It's a little like Shining
vibes.
No, yeah, it's a super cult. Okay. Like these people, it's run by a man who was excommunicated, was on the run, and they escaped like prison. Him and 3 other dudes on a boat, and they came to this island, and then they decided to establish a community there. And the cult of the woman that he heard beckoning them to the island and stuff. Okay. Yeah, it was it's a really great film. I really enjoyed the plot. It's straightforward, but it's solid. Mm-hmm. It has elements too of like kind of like the ritual too, which I thought was really cool. Like in a sense, like the cabin scenes and everything. But I would recommend it. It's really cool. I would give it about like 3.5 stars for sure. Okay. It was a fun movie to watch.
All right. Nice.
And yeah, that's my abyss for the day.
I might now have to watch it if you're saying all these like Silent Hill vibes.
Yes.
But would you say it's like a slow burn? Because my pick this week is kind of like a slow burn.
It's kind of slow. It's 2 hours long, 2 hours 10 minutes long, but it didn't feel that long. You know. Also, I didn't see it in one sitting, which might be an effect. But at the end of the first hour, it hooks you. You're just like, holy crap. Right. Yeah.
Well, mine for the week was I Think We're Alone Now, not the Tiffany song, but that stars Peter Dinklage and Elle Fanning. It's directed by Reed Morano. And it's the quick synopsis. Peter Dinklage's character is like he feels like he thinks he's the last person on Earth, basically, because there's an apocalypse that happened. Everyone's dead. We don't know why. But then he meets Elle Fanning's character, or she kind of stumbles upon him, and they develop a relationship. I really enjoyed this film. I think I would kind of give it like maybe a 3.5 or 4 stars. There's something that really stood out to me in this film. One line that Peter Dinklage says is that, or Elle asks him, aren't you alone? Aren't you like scared? And he responds, well, I felt alone when there were people around. And so before the apocalypse happened, and that just stuck with me. So it's a slow burn, but I really appreciate the acting. You know, Peter Dinklage, Elle, they're freaking amazing.
Phenomenal. Yeah.
Something happens in like the middle falling action. You're kind of like What? No way. So definitely check this film out. You can watch it on YouTube or Amazon, you know.
Yeah,
rent it.
It's been on my radar as well.
Buy it. It's really good.
Oh my god, I can't wait to watch that. Yeah, and then Elle Fanning, if you haven't seen Neon Demon, directed by Nicholas Winding Refn, fantastic film there too. And yeah, if you haven't seen Game of Thrones, my god,
Where are you?
You're
What
under
are
a
you
rock.
doing?
Yeah.
Come on.
And yeah, that's our show.
Yep.
Yeah,
Very good.
There you go.
Good
That's
news,
another
good
edition
trailers.
of Horror Movie News number 47.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for number 48 next week. I would highly recommend watching Castlevania.
Oh.
Yes.
Yes. Absolutely.
So watch that Castlevania on Netflix. Watch it. It's 4 episodes. It's about 2 hour long.
So watch it twice.
Watch it twice. I'm actually gonna watch it again. Steve and I saw it the other day, and it was fantastic. The animation is by far like one of the best I've ever seen.
Hand drawn.
And it's all hand drawn. Thank you, Steve. Hand drawn. We are gonna have a special guest on the show, and it involves Castlevania, so we should watch it. You should all watch it.
All right.
And that concludes our episode. Ollie, put yourself over, bro.
Hey guys, I'm Ollie Drennan. Follow me on all social media platforms at Ollie Dreamer. Check me out tonight on the Purge After Show on AfterBuzz TV at 8 p.m. And also check me out on the My Hero Academia After Show with Carrie. She'll be here at 6 p.m.
Right on.
On AfterBuzz TV.
Yes, and I also engineer that show, and I talk here and there on that show as well. And again, everyone, thank you so much for joining us and being on the live chat with you. Thank you all. Thank you, Rugged, Sky, everyone I mentioned.
We love you.
Yes, I appreciate it. My name is Anthony Becerra. You can find me everywhere at TonyBTony_. Watch Castlevania, and goodbye. Until next
From
week.
producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire Popcorn Talk Network, we would like to thank you for tuning in. For questions or comments, be sure to visit popcorntalk.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of the Popcorn Talk Network. The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of the Popcorn Talk Network or its owners or principals.